thing that comes most naturally or the least naturally to you? Because you're a director, you are a dancer, you have choreographed for this.
But I don't really want to do that. But yeah.
And you take care of the whole business side of things too. I mean, it's just you.
Mostly, yeah.
Girl needs an intern.
Girl needs an intern. It's all true. Yeah, it's true. I don't think any of it's really necessarily hard or stuff I don't like to do. The business side of it isn't necessarily hard, and I don't hate it.
Wait a minute, I can think of something you don't like to do.
Which thing is that? The laundry between shows?
Costume shopping.
Oh, this is true. I hate costume shopping. Someday we'll have money and I'll be like, here, costume designer, talk to me when it's over. Yeah. That's true, but you came with me, and
I did.
We made it out, and I didn't kill anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So costume shopping.
That was tough. But I mean, that's usually a couple of days. Right. You know. I think the hard part is once we're in rehearsal, which is my favorite. I love being in the studio and I love working with everybody. But we're during business hours, right before the shows. So all of that, following up on press releases and all of that, like, I don't really know when to do that.
Right.
So sometimes it falls through the cracks. The park districts do a great job helping us promote.
Right.
But that's also through their filter. And so I have to get to the dance community through my filters. I really have a hard time with all of that. And then I don't really get paid for this job yet. I'm working on it. So I gotta go do other jobs.
Right.
So like this week and last week, I've had 3 and 4, 10 and 12 hour days because I'm here, and then I go teach, and then come back, which is even less time to work on.
And we're like, have you uploaded that video, that rehearsal video yet? And it's like, no, I was teaching.
Teaching. Yeah. And then I drove back, but you can't upload things while you're driving. So it gets done eventually, mostly. You know, maybe someday I'll have a partner in crime, and they can work during business hours.
And what's the easiest or the thing that comes most naturally to you? Maybe besides the obvious, just dancing.
Well, but I like the stuff in the studio. I like being a director, like not in the sense of like, but I feel like I'm good at seeing details.
Sure.
So in rehearsal, like these are the things that need to happen, and I like that kind of stuff. And dancing is always fun, but like that's selfish. I mean, everybody who's in that studio is in there because they like dancing. It's fun.
Yeah,
that's how we got there. So whatever. Okay. And I do less of that just because there's a lot of other stuff.
You're doing less dancing this year, more directing.
Yeah.
More, which is good. I mean, we need that set of eyes.
Yeah. And I mean, and you were in it last year.
Yeah.
And you saw me in Pete's Piece, which hurts my brain. This year, I don't have time to go home and just like sit with the stuff and get it in my head. So I sometimes go with rehearsal. Don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. This year, I think we're okay. Just 2 pieces. It's gonna be great.
So, give us some. Because Dance in the Parks relies a lot on grants, but also like individual donations.
Yeah.
And we got some nice donations this year. Thank you.
Thank you. You can still give, by the way. Go to the website, donate button. Do that.
Can you give us some concrete examples of where those donations go? Like how we directly see
I can tell you exactly. Most of our money, line by line. Most of the money goes to artists' fees. Your guys and the choreographers, that's a majority of the money that we make. And by the way, I don't pay them anywhere near what they're worth. Someday we'll get there. We'll make it a whole summer job. You won't have to wait tables. It'll be awesome. It'll be great. I'm ready. If we can make it next year, guys, just give us dollars. But most of it goes to that. We have very little overhead because we don't actually have an office space and we rent rehearsal. Yeah. So the next biggest one is rehearsal space. And that's short. And here we've been here at Extension Stand Center and down at Intrigue in the South Loop, and they've given us a really lovely rate for the amount of time that we're going to be here.
We're also we're not here very much. I mean, we have to learn all this stuff really quickly. So
it's not like I've got 6 months of rental space, whatever. Yeah, it's 4 weeks. Yeah, a couple days a week. You guys, rental space. Most of the rest of it is costumes. Transportation costs, we gotta usually rent a truck. If anyone has a truck they want to lend us for 2 weeks, that would be awesome. We borrow lights. We have a Martini at the Park District lets us borrow stuff from his park, which is super awesome. We do some promotional stuff, but that's not so much, and the Park Districts help us with printing posters posters
Okay.
and all that kind of stuff. The stages are the park districts.
Okay.
So they help us a lot. They give us the space for free. They give us the stages for free. So they may not necessarily like give us millions of dollars to do our thing, but the amount that they give us to use for free is very expensive.
We don't really need that much to make it happen. You need bodies, you need people, and so you have to pay people.
Yeah.
You need a stage, you need a sound system, and a way to get lights.
And we're buying a new sound system this year, which is like a really big purchase for us. But like renting it for 2 weeks is the same amount of money as us buying one, so we should just pay for it once. Yeah, but that's huge. And if you want to give us money for that, that would be awesome. That's a lot of money.
Okay, great. So, and finally, you know, what do you see Dance in the Parks looking like in the future, provided you have the resources you want financially and other ways?
I would love for it to be a full summer gig for dancers in Chicago. So like start performances whenever school gets out, once like families are free during the week. Go from like June through August. Lots more in Chicago, but I would love for it to spread out into the collar counties because that's really where like all the dance companies are in Chicago.
Right.
So if we could get professional dance out in the surrounding area and like make that the traveling thing, like go stay in kind of a county for a week or two and then stay in another county for a week or two.
Yeah.
Have maybe 2 shows. So if someone wants us to come for 2 nights, they don't see the same thing in the same place.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
10 dancers maybe, and like have it be a job.
Right.
But that's really expensive. I mean, traveling is really expensive. Housing, or however you're going to work the traveling, you either got to pay people to drive themselves there, or you got to get hotels or some kind of situation for all that kind of stuff. Well, see, here's the thing. I would totally love. I would get a camper or whatever, and I don't think anyone else in the world would.
I could do a camper, but campers are expensive. Yeah. I can't do a tent.
See, this is why it's very expensive to be Dance in the Parks.
Well,
but I would love that. I would love for it to be
kind of like a touring thing as well.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be awesome.
And for everyone to be paid, so it could be their sole gig during the summer, including you.
Yeah, that would be the best.
Yeah.
Bring your dogs, bring your families. It would be awesome. Like dancers, like just become nomads for 3 months. It'd be fine.
That would
go
be
back to
great.
reality.
That'd be great.
It'd be super fun.
Well, I can speak on behalf of the other dancers. I think we all love you and appreciate you. And
Thanks.
she's really on top of her stuff.
Thanks, guys.
And it's amazing how much you can get done in a very short amount of time.
That's so nice because I look at my to-do list and I'm like, we're never gonna make it.
Just how many things you juggle, it's impressive. And I know it's hard, and I hope soon, very soon, you can have someone to help you do that. So anyway, come check us out. The important thing to know about Dance in the Parks is that it's free. So you should just go to the website, danceintheparks.org.
Yep.
Look at the shows, see the park nearest you, go to that park,
and we're
plant yourself in a seat, and then,
bring picnic dinners, bring your friends. We're giving away tickets to the show, to other people's shows at our shows. The Harris Theater gave us tickets to the Trey McIntyre project when they were here. We have 2 pairs of tickets to Dance Champs Redux, which is sponsored by DanceWorks and Ruth Page Center. Chicago Tap Theater's Christmas show, holiday show. They also do some Hanukkah stuff. It's cool. River North just gave us tickets. We got all.
So there's a lot of opportunity to, become familiar with other dance companies in the area. So we hope to see you out there. Come rain or shine.
Yeah. Hopefully no rain.
Thanks for watching, everybody.